So sometimes I'll go into these categories. I designed an electric speedboat for this company named Arc last year. And I didn't know anything about that category. All the engineers came from SpaceX. They had a very particular like skill set around like manipulating metal. And for me, it was just to be in that room and ask all the silly questions and again, listen to the project. And, we were really, really trying to thread the needle aesthetically with something that looks like a classic, beautiful $300,000 speedboat, because that's what it is, also looks electric. And when they were putting the first prototype build into the water, somebody came up. They have this little testing strip down in Long Beach, but somebody came up to them and was like, "Is that an electric boat?" And I was like, "We nailed it. We nailed
Yes.
no brand new brand that was still in stealth mode. Arc, no, didn't know anything about the brand, know anything about the product. They just looked at it and they're like, that looks like an electric speedboat." Without being alien, right? Because it'd be real easy to make like a transformer on the water. That's not what we were going for. We wanted something that looked like a high-end premium boat. And again, it's just, to me, all the design decisions are so obvious, right? They're just like, they're in some ways like the first thing I think of, but I think it's just because I've gotten to the point where I can quiet my own mind and listen. And other people ask like, how did you come up with that? There's like a color split that goes like basically blocks the boat 50-50 white, black, which is something that literally comes from footwear. But I was just like, yeah, to me, that just seemed like it just wanted it. It just wanted that. And I'm working on a project right now for Cure's parent company, Carnegie, and one of the first projects I'm working on for their parent company. And they're like, how did you come up with that? And I was like, I don't know. It just like literally just told me to do that. It's just, this is the material. This is the production technique. This is the customer. You just like draw the Venn diagram and the answer's in the middle. And I know that seems like an unhelpful way maybe to describe it, but it's just getting to that point. It's the building up of all of your experience. And in fact, I often explain intuition as skill multiplied by experience equals intuition. You just get there a lot faster.
Yeah. And how do you get the experience? You make a lot of
That's for
mistakes.
sure.
And,
A lot of them for
right.
sure.
And yeah, wow. Wow. That's super cool. Like the idea, I mean, you didn't come up with it. You uncovered it. You uncovered what the right approach was. And that, I think that's the power of design, is that, a good design practitioner is that they're more like a tailor of a custom suit, right? Where they're measuring the inseam and all the different the chest, everything like that. They're asking questions to the person while they're doing the measurements of, what are you looking for? Like, do you want to go for more regal, which is more like the double-breasted, like British style? Like, you're an expert in style and form and function, and then they're asking the right questions to create a perfectly fitted suit that just, and the answer's already there. Like, the measurements are there, their brain's right there. You just need to ask them questions to uncover what the desired end result is. And nobody loves a designer more than a designer that, as they talk, you're like, oh, this guy gets it. They're going to do it.
Yeah.
They're listening to me. You look at the prototypes. It's like, this designer gets it. That's amazing.
And I'll get to something that we're
Michael, go ahead.
both proud of.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of like
Yeah.
my promise to everyone I work with. At the end of the day, we will both be proud of this. And that means I will listen to you, but I won't do everything. I will, the solutions I pitch back, it will only be the subset of things that I am also proud of. And I think having, again, that level of integrity, is so important. It also kind of prevents burnout, because if you go too far the other way, you become just an order taker, right? You're like, well, what's even my purpose? I'm not proud of this work. I'm just like cashing a check, and that's not acceptable to me. And so it's just like, how do we get to where the overlap is? And that's where I think kind of the magic is. It can't be all about me, because I'm not buying the product and it's not my brand at the end of the day. And it can't just ever, the latest sales report said either. It's just like, how do we get to that overlap? And I think I've been doing this for 25 years now, and which is like somebody said it's a quarter century, which I don't want to even think about, but I think gives me that confidence to be like, we'll get there. We might not be there right now, and that's okay, but we can build and we will get there.